The COVID-19 pandemic has devastated many restaurants. Some restaurants are still in limbo, whilst others have closed permanently. However, the industry is slowly re-emerging from a roller coaster year, finding a new and innovative ways to operate. For more on this now, let us talk to entrepreneur Riyaad Cassim. He joins me now live via Skype. A very good afternoon to you, Riyaad. Thank you so much for joining us here on the SABC News channel.
Afternoon. Thank you guys for having me. It's a real honor to be here.
Thank you. So in your capacity as an entrepreneur, tell us how your business has been coping since some of the regulations were eased.
All right. So we've in fact launched a new store 3 weeks back. And the thing about restaurants or any industry at the moment, COVID-19 has changed consumer thinking, change the way people do things, etc. So people want to see something new, something that excites them. So we've launched this new store. We introduced new menu items that hasn't been seen anywhere in the country, or you can say in Africa. And people have taken onto it. People's been coming out. So it's all about exciting people and getting them, getting people excited, being innovative, showing new things that hasn't been seen before. And that's worked for us, and it's actually quite surprising. We never see it coming, and in fact the videos that are at the moment, it's actually live. It was like 15 minutes ago from the store. So you can see people are coming out, starting to enjoy, following COVID protocols, etc.
It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting that you've got so many people, as you say, that those are live visuals out of one of your restaurants. It's interesting, especially here in Gauteng. I know it's a bit wet, so seeing people in their large numbers at a restaurant in this very but chilly weather, it's quite surprising.
Yes, you see, I think what COVID has done also overall on a person's overall mindset, it's depressed a lot of people. You've been seeing suicide rates, domestic violence, because people are sitting at home, they're getting bored, they're losing jobs, they're being depressed. So with my brand, La Creamerie, we try to create more than, look, we're very particular on our food, but the overall experience. When people come there, they should be having a good time. They should be enjoying themselves with their family, getting served desserts and hot chocolates and things that they haven't seen before. And I think that's what's bringing people out. It's creating happiness, and that's what it's all about from our company perspective.
Let's also talk about digital transformation. What role has it played in building and growing the industry during this time? I know that a lot of people would, prefer a drive-through, or they would prefer to order food online when it's a Sunday afternoon and it's a bit wet.
Yes. So initially when COVID happened, it was bad because you completely shut down. You have to send your employees home. You're waiting for UIF to come, to pay out, etc. And then you go, and then when they started opening things up, we launched in fact our own app from our digital transformation side. So we've launched our own app, also helping the surrounding restaurants around us, getting food delivered to people's homes, which helped quite well during the peak times, etc. of COVID. And thereafter, we launched a roadhouse, so people never have to come sit in. They used to park their car over. We used to send trays to the cars with whatever they had to order, or packaged well, or COVID protocols, and that helped us well during that time. And now going forward, you're still getting the same people ordering online, getting food delivered to their places. Some people order online and get, for takeaways, we deliver the food to their car instead of them coming into the store. So digital transformation has created a big impact for all restaurants, and not only myself. You see, restaurants, for example, that hasn't registered on food delivery services, etc. They've come in as well. Where before, they were like, no, it's not a business stream that we were looking at. It doesn't suit our business style. And now if you go onto your traditional Uber Eats or Mr. D Food, or even our app, Led Delivery, you'll find a great option of restaurants for delivery, where before you never have those, that amount of options.
Yeah, but I suppose you had to do some a bit of research right there as to what do we want as consumers now in the midst of this pandemic.
Yes. So what people needed more than anything, as I said before, was happiness. People were depressed at home. They were losing jobs. They never know what to expect. So from our side, with the digital transformation, we are giving a bit more value, more than your, just your basic food, etc. So our packaging, we upped. We made our packaging a bit more exciting. It was during winter times. It was very cold. People were coming, to the roadhouse. We were serving them this hot chocolate called Churro Man hot chocolate, which is it's a churro flavored hot chocolate or an actual churro man on top. So now, you're finally coming out of your house, it's like this monotonous feeling, and then you come out and, this is creating happiness. Yeah. So I think that's what pushed us through everything, just creating happiness, focusing on, creating a smile on our customers' faces.
Indeed. We don't want to come to grumpy waiters and waitresses. We need something to brighten up our mood. But what can other businesses do to grow and reach their full potential now in this pandemic and, of course, beyond?
Okay, so from what I've seen, and look, I'm young compared to your elder entrepreneurs. I'm still 28 years old, etc. So I have a lot of mentorship, from quite prominent businessmen. And from what I've realized now, you need to keep innovating. You need to keep doing something different that hasn't been seen before, whether you're in food, whether you're selling tires, any industry, whichever industry you're in. People will tell you, don't try to recreate the wheel. I say recreate the wheel. Do something different. Us as the youth of SA, we're the future. And the only way to drive there's a lot of potential in this country. We have a beautiful country. The only way to drive forward is innovation. So my advice to other young entrepreneurs, younger than me, around my age, or even elder, innovate, come up with new things, excite people, no matter what industry you're in, and persist. Don't stop. Don't just give up. You'll have your bad days, you'll have your hard times, etc. But you can't let that bring you down. You have to persist, keep going. Don't let anything hold you back. If there's one thing that brings you down or holds you back, there's 100 ways to move forward. So innovate. Yeah. Innovate. Keep doing new things. And that's the only way, in hard work. A lot of hard work, and the most important thing from whatever happened is trust in the Almighty. If you have that connection with the Almighty, you have trust in Him, you work hard, you work honest, you'll succeed.
All right. So just very quickly, what have your observations been from your customers? Are they still compliant to the regulations? Do they still come in wearing their masks? Do they still sanitize? What sense are you getting there from those who are visiting your restaurant?
Look, every customer that comes in needs to follow the COVID form. We got a health form. Everybody comes in with masks. But now, obviously, when you're sitting and you're having a meal, etc., and having a convo with a friend, etc., you have to have, you can't keep a mask on because you don't even hear somebody. You don't even hear your partner or whoever you're sitting with talking. So they come, we sanitize them. Temperatures are checked. It's recorded, etc. People are seated. Tables are sanitized. Chairs are sanitized. Our kitchen, we sanitize much more. There was much more health and safety protocols that needed to be introduced as well. But overall, people I think are more comfortable to come out than before. Since we've been seeing the numbers going down, etc. But there is a fear of a second wave. Hopefully, we manage to curb it better than what happened the first time round.
All right, Riyaad, we have to leave it at that, but we thank you so much for coming through. We'll leave you to go see your customers there.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, well, there you have it. Riyaad Cassim is an entrepreneur. He was sharing his experiences of how business has been in this COVID-19. And of course, as he said, he even opened up a new restaurant about 3 weeks ago. Those were live visuals from his new restaurant.